and welcome to your horoscope for the month of June. Before I jump into it, I just want to remind you that I do personal horoscope readings, like monthly forecasts, weekly, daily, whatever it is you're looking for based on your birth or natal chart. And I also do birth chart readings, love readings, compatibility readings. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure to go to my website, astrologygrace.com. And yeah, other than that, let's just jump into the video. So Virgo, as far as your inner planets go this month, your sun is going to start off in the 10th house and on the 21st move into the 11th house. It's hot up here. Mercury is going to start on your 10th, it's going to move into your 11th on the 13th, and at the end of the month, on the 29th, it'll move into the 12th house. Now, Venus is going to start for you in your 11th house and on the 14th move into your 12th house, and Mars for you is going to be in your 6th house the entire month. So Virgo, with your sun starting in the 10th house, you're going to have a lot of focus on like your career gains, and you're going to want people that are, if there's anyone in power or something over you in your career life or anyone empowering you over any goals you're trying to accomplish, you're going to want to like let yourself shine during this time and let people see the best of you, the best you have to offer. You know, you're going to be very ambitious. It's really a great time to go after what you want. Your reputation might be a focus during this time as well as your career. You are just going to be ultra focused on accomplishing something during the first half of June. You know, you want to stand out, you want to look good, you want to shine for others, but you're also very practical in the way that you're going about things at this time. So it's a really beneficial time, like career-wise, or, you know, and when I say like career-wise or work-wise, I also mean like if you're in school or if you're trying to achieve any personal goals for yourself. You know, if you're a parent, it doesn't have to be like a traditional job that I'm referring to. You might get some recognition during this time, whether or not you even ask for it. It might just come your way. You know, go with your gut during this time. Do what you feel is right. And just be aware that people are going to have their eye on you more during this time. The sun is going to move into your 11th house, like we said, on the 21st. So now you're going to take a break from all the energy you've put into your career, you know, towards the end of May and into June, and you're going to take some time to be more social, hang out with your friends, maybe get involved in a group or some kind of organization, a team, or involved in your community in some way. You're really going to want to like spend time with your friends and be more social than maybe you typically are. You know, being part of a group is going to feel good to you during this time. You're going to feel happier during this time. You know, you're still going to be going after your goals, and you might use your social life as a, you know, way to network. If you're in a relationship, they can be more fun and not so, you know, intense during this time. If you have any children in your life, you're going to be definitely spending more time with them, or, you know, you might get a job having to do with children, something along those lines. It's really, you know, you've been trying to accomplish your goals, and this is definitely more of a time to follow any dreams that you have for yourself. Now with Mercury, it's going to be mirroring your sun and also being in the 10th house at the beginning of the month. So again, you know, it's really a great opportunity for you to get a promotion or do well at work or be seen in a way that you want to be seen recently, if that makes sense. And if you've been looking for a job, you know, this is a really good time to get one. You know, anything that you've been trying to accomplish, this is like probably the best time that you are able to accomplish it. Even if you're just like working on goals of keeping your house clean every day and that's like what you're putting most of your focus into, then it's gonna be a good time for that. I know that's kind of like a random thing, but everybody has their own goals and their own things they're trying to achieve, and this is a great time to actually do that for you, Virgos. You're definitely approachable, you know, in a communicative way during the month, the first half of June. You definitely don't want to spend time talking about like gossip or entertainment things or stuff that just like has no importance to the goals you're trying to accomplish. You're just going to be so focused and driven that that's really all you want to talk about during this time. You know, if you're in a negative mindset during this time, you might start to worry or become anxious about like, you know, how people view you or your reputation, or any responsibilities you might have might start bogging you down. As Mercury moves into the 11th house on the 13th, you're going to be more about like teamwork and social media, networking. You know, you might get involved, like I said, with a group or go to more social events. So that's going to mirror the sun moving into the 11th house as well. So you'll definitely be more social the second half of June. Your mind is going to be really alert during this time, more active, and, you know, you're going to be very inventive and coming up with good ideas. You'll really feel inclined to share your thoughts with others during this time, especially like ideas and dreams that you may be having. When the Mercury is moving over the 11th house, people tend to enjoy enjoy, you know, having a conversation with you and listening to you. They tend to enjoy you more than maybe they usually do, and you're just gonna find it easier to like grasp what other people are saying and kind of be a little bit more intuitive during this time. Now, Venus is going to start off in your 11th house. That's showing that your friends and social life are going to be important to you, especially with your love life and as far as finances are concerned. You could meet a new love interest in a social setting, which, you know, is pretty nothing out of the ordinary. You know, you're just going to be really into forming like good social friendships, and they could possibly help you move ahead in your, you know, whatever it is that you're working towards in life. That's going to be a good pairing with the Sun and Mercury in your 10th, having Venus in the 11th house. You might meet somebody through group activities, whether it's a good friend or a potential lover. You know, you might be more social with a current relationship if you're in a relationship, with a current partner if you're in a relationship. If you are single and a relationship starts up for you during this time, it's definitely going to have like more of a friendship vibe to it. It might not last, you know, because it's going to be way more of a friends thing, but it could. It's just going to definitely at least start out that way. Venus will move into your 12th around the 14th, so this is going to be time for you to take a little space to yourself, even though it's kind of weird timing because you're also going to be feeling really social. But in terms of like if you're in a relationship, you're going to want to spend some alone time with your partner. You know, if you aren't in a relationship and you're single, you're not going to really be like looking for love during this period. You're going to definitely be feeling more just enjoying your singleness, being on your own, being more creative. You might be inclined to volunteer for something. Your sixth sense is going to be really strong, and you're just going to be more intuitive. You're going to be social, but maybe you're going to be more like to yourself, a little bit more withdrawn, and just not really looking to, like I said, start any new romances. Or if you are in a relationship, you'll really want to spend some, good time, good quality time with your partner. You might be a little bit secretive during this time, might have a secret love affair going on, or really private feelings for somebody else that are really playing through your mind quite a bit, or they might begin during this time or just become more intense during this time. You know, you might feel a little lonely or romantically frustrated with Venus in the 12th. Now, Mars is going to be in the 6th house for the entire month of June, so hard work is going to make you happy, which pairs nicely, like we said, with, you know, a lot of the activity going on in your 10th house. But you're going to really want to be like completing goals that you've had, like checking them off the list. You're gonna have more energy for work and for anything like daily routine wise, you know, maybe more energy to like work out every day. I always use that as an example. I should really come up with something else. But, you know, more energy to tackle stuff on a day-to-day basis, and you might have a larger workload than you have been having recently. You might feel like especially angry or even just like restless or frustrated during this period, and if you could just find something to do with your time and your energy, it would really help that out, like finding little projects. If you're not feeling busy enough, like maybe this is a time to make yourself busy so that you're not feeling like that frustrated, restless feeling. You might have issues with your health a little bit in this month, like you might get an infection or end up with a fever, so just be aware of that and make sure you're, you know, letting out your frustrations in a positive manner as much as possible. Between the 19th and the 26th, the Sun is going to sextile Uranus, and for you, people are just going to really like find that you have like this shine to you, like we talked about earlier, and people are just gonna like appreciate you even for all your weirdness. If you're, you know, anything that's like quirky about you, they're just gonna really like that about you, and it's gonna make you feel good. You're gonna be very adaptable during this time to like any new situations or circumstances or ideas, and it really pairs nicely, you know, with the 11th house placements that are also going on during this time. You're really gonna wanna like break through, you know, conventions, and, you know, we talked about being good at daily routines, but maybe you're gonna be like spicing it up a bit because you're just gonna want to like try some new things and not feel like you're conforming, especially where Virgo can be a bit of a rigid sign. You're gonna want to like kind of get rid of that a little bit and break things up, and maybe make them better for yourself. So that is your horoscope for the month of June. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you next month for July horoscopes, and yeah, have a good day or night.